Please help me welcome Lamar and Christy, a powerhouse couple on a mission to help families everywhere to take care of finances and protect what matters most. They're here to share a simple, powerful strategy to help you understand money, build wealth, and ensure families have protection it deserves to secure the future. Let's give them a warm welcome. Hey, what's up then with you, Lamar and Christy? How y'all doing today?
Doing good, man. We doing good.
Right on. You know, it's good to see you guys, man, and it's been great. And I know right now we having like a little, we trying this right here, but we're not able to get you in clear. You just was clear a minute ago.
Yeah.
Let's hope that it makes you clear, because both of y'all are such beautiful people. We have to show the beauty and who you really are.
All right, we thank you. Oh, there you go. Okay.
All right. So I think it's probably the internet connection, things that's going on, people going on and off the internet, spend a lot of that today. So you guys are here to teach and help people strategize how to build financial wealth.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
That's it, Michael. You're right on point. And thank you so much for having us.
And I think you could probably explain to the people a lot better than I could, because I know I would love to learn about it, but I don't know much about it right now. But I know you know a lot about it. So just let the people know a little bit about what's going on and what's happening.
Well, awesome. We, again, want to thank you, Michael, for having Lamar and I on your call today, on your show. You've talked greatly of, your audience and how, they celebrate you and just providing that information. So we're excited. As you mentioned, we're compassionate about financial protection, financial awareness, and that's something today we're going to share in small spurts. We're going to leave our information so that we can help anyone, and we're all on all different levels. So we try to share that with anyone. Any question is a good question, and we're here. We're lucky with Primerica. I'll share a little bit about who we are with. We're with Primerica Financial, one of the largest financial services marketing company in North America. We have over 150,000 licensed representatives. And Primerica, what I love about Primerica is that we started off from our founder, because he realized that he didn't have adequate, that his family didn't have adequate coverage protection for their families. So hence started the business, grew the business. And again, his mission is to make sure that our families, middle America, can have access to adequately protecting their families, but more importantly, learning about financial awareness and how to save and leaving that generational wealth to their families and the next generations. With that, we are publicly traded. Primerica is publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. We've been delivering financial freedom for families since 1977. So we're not new to this, we're true to this. Again, we offer services and products that people can understand. So we work, that's what Lamar and I do. We specialize in making sure people can understand it on all different levels. We have worked with approximately Primerica 5.7 million lives insured. One thing I always share is that we're not on the commercials, we're boots on the ground. So we share that with our families and friends, and we're the actual voiced pieces to share the services, and they have money to pay families and protect families when we are in those situations. One of the biggest things we try to share with families is just the basics, starting off with the basics, Michael and Lamar. One of the main things I share with everyone is there's 3 accounts that you always need. We're either in an emergency, going into one, or coming out of one. So the biggest thing is that emergency fund. That's that 3 to 6 months of income. And I tell all my team members, my family, friends, start small. We can start putting a little nest egg away for that emergency fund, whether it be a tire, whether it be something for the kids, anything. Start small and let's build that up. The next thing is that short-term savings, where we're getting away from having that in our bank that we have easy access to. Now we want to start to save for some more intentional items in our lives, whether that be for vacation, whether that be something for the house or remodel, whether that be for the college savings. And then the next account that we try to help and what we help families focus on is the long-term savings and that retirement. That is long-term, but I tell all of my friends and family, start young so we can help you put that nest egg away. You don't have to touch it. It's a separate account. Lamar's going to talk a little more about some of the hidden things that in finance they don't always share with us. Lamar's an expert. He's the one that brought me in, and I'll let him go into talking a little bit about that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Chris. That was wonderfully said. Hey, Michael, do you have the slide for the next one, the rule of 72?
Is that what you're talking about right there?
Yeah, no, the next one.
Mm-hmm. No, the next one.
The next one. There you go. All right.
All right.
Hey, have you guys ever heard of rule of 72? It is a mathematic formula that banks and
Financial company.
cars use to help build your money or, again, take money away from you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go through this real quick. The rule of 72 is that you divide your interest, your rate of return into 72. So we're going to take the first one and show you. So just say at 3%, you have $10,000 in your account. You multiply 3% into 72. That gives you 24. So every 24 years, that $10,000 is going to double. So you start out with $10,000. In 24 years, you're going to have $20,000. In the next 24 years, after 48 years, you're going to have $40,000. That's some savings, but it's not going to get you anywhere as far as long term, because that's 48 years. And you ask yourself how many 24 years you have available in your life. So let's go to 6%. You take the 6% rate of return, you divide that into 72, that gives you 12 years. So every 12 years, that $10,000 is going to double. So you got 10,000, 12 years later, you got 20,000, 12 years later, you got 40,000. And at the same time of 48 years, you have $160,000. That's not bad, but you really can't retire off of that. You can't do much with it. So we're going to move to the next level. You take 12% rate of return, you divide that into 72, and that's every 6 years. So what they're saying, the higher rate of return, the faster your money grows. Let's take a look at it. Start out with the same 10,000. 6 years later, you got 20,000. 6 years later, you got, and that's 12 years into the account, you have 40,000. Let's go all the way down to 48 years. This will be your amount in 48, the same 48 with 3, the same 48 with 6, and the same 48 years at 12%. You'll have $2.5 million. And with that being said, and this is what the banks don't tell you about. A lot of times we put our money in the savings account at the bank or put it in the bank is at 0.01%. Now, when you divide that into 72, that's about every 1,500 years, your money gonna double. So what do you look at that? 12% rate of return at 48 years, 2.5. That will help you retire. So we're going to take another look at this. You have an account, you can see at the bottom, at investment at birth, $1,000. Okay, you take $1,000 individual at birth, and at the age of 67, they have $406,000. So you do the same thing, same $1,000. You invest that at the age of 16. At 67 years old, they have $96,000. You do the next invest at the age of 40. You take the same $1,000 at the age of 67. You'll have $11,000. So the key factor is this: is to start early. Start as early as you possibly can, and what happens is your money will grow at the attained age of 67, 70 when you decide to retire. So that's a little bit what we want to talk about with the rule of 72 and interest rates. So with that being said, I'm going to pass this on to Christy. She's going to go with the next stage.
Right. Well, thank you, Lamar, for that information. I want to say to the audience, the rule of 72, I'm so thankful that Lamar knows his numbers. That's something, being in finances, I hadn't even connected with that. I had been investing, saving, all of those different things, but hadn't connected with the rule of 72. And that's a little hidden thing, as he mentioned, that the financial industry, the lenders don't really want us to know. So he used some big numbers, some small numbers. You can start with Primerica as small as $25. So we work with families to say, hey, let's look at your goals individually and let's customize it and let's make sure you fully understand it and that we can keep it simple, plain, and help you take those steps at whatever age you are. So that leads me right into how life works. A lot of times how I share with people is that really the main thing is that we're trying to focus on the theory of decreasing responsibility. So your need for life insurance mirrors the family responsibility. So we share with everyone because we're compassionate about making sure you're adequately protected and having that financial awareness. So the biggest thing is that how that decreasing responsibility is that looking at what are your needs today. If you're on the younger side with younger kids, more than likely, if you have a mortgage, car payments, some of those things, that is where you want to make sure you have your protection to cover those things in your life, because it's not about if, it's when. And we want to make sure that we have adequate protection for our family members that will be here that need to continue that lifestyle. And then we focus on, again, as we get more mature in our age, let's make sure that we're adequately protected, that we're not over insuring, that we have the right insurance in place. But at this point, we have some investments, we have some savings, we have some things going in the right vehicle so that the investment, as Lamar was saying, the sooner we figure out how to adequately protect your life insurance, we can make sure we're also applying the dollars on the finance side so you can maximize that, because you want your money to always be working harder. And we customize, and that's what we do, review with families to say, hey, let's just take a look at you and let's look at what makes most sense for your protection now and for the investment. So down the road, you can take those vacations, pay off those house and cars, make sure college funds are set up, and that you are now looking at how am I going to thrive in retirement. And I'll let Lamar segue and wrap it up with his portion.
Okay, thank you, Christy. That was good. Mike, can you pull up the one with the universal life and term life? The next one. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Thank you so much. Okay, now we want to talk a little bit about protecting your family. One of the main issues Chrissy was saying that life, as you get older, your bills will go away and you want to set up for retirement. So as you set up and prepare for retirement, there's some things you need to do, and that's saving money, right? So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a few things that Primerica talk about. As you can see on the left-hand side is a index universal life policy. So John and Mary each have $250,000. And for that $250,000, they're paying $251 a month. And then their cash value is $127,000, right? And that's the cash value at age 65. And they started at 35. So you're going to take the same couple with the same amount on your right-hand side, $250,000 face value. So with Primerica, John and Mary at age 35 pays $88 a month for the two policies. And that's what term life does with Primerica. We give you at a lesser price. And so just say they're paying that same $251 a month, and you put it in an investment in a Roth IRA, and you put that $163 into your Roth IRA. So they're still paying the same $251, but they putting it in another vehicle separate from their life insurance policy. So at the age of 65, they're gonna have $300,649 at the age of 65, compared to what they have at age 65 with the cash value policy, $127,000. So which program would you want? I mean, you take program A or program B. More likely people use program B. And we can show you how to do that. We can show you how to prepare your funds. I don't know who has a policy, but we do what do you call it, a financial
review, policy review.
Policy review. And we do that free. and we can sit down with you and show you exactly how your insurance is working and prepare yourself for the future, because you don't want to have a bad policy and then down the line you're saying, dang, I didn't know it did that.
Mhm.
But guess what? You're not here. So your family going to have to deal with that.
Mhm.
So a lot of you say, hey, I got insurance with my job. Okay, yeah, you got insurance. That's great. But you're not going to be on your job your whole life. So when you get off your job, your insurance goes away. So you want to make sure you have something now. And I'm going to share my story with you. One of the things, I was a firefighter for 30 years. And being a firefighter is pretty stressful. So what happened during that time, I retired. But then there was an issue that I had with my heart. So you think about some heart conditions that happen, and then I try to get some insurance, it's not going to happen. I am what they call uninsurable. But thank God I had something prior in my job, prior to retiring, and that policy carried over with me. So now my baby is covered. So that's what we try to do and show you guys how to take care of that. Okay. So one of the things now, I'm going to kick it over to Christy, and she's going to share some final words with you guys. And Mike, again, we really thank your audience and you for your time. And we just want to say thank you. Here's
And I want
Christy.
to say thank you. I mean, it's like, this is something you don't want to end, because you want people to learn so much about how to move their money and how to be able to work their money and how to make money off their money. So you sounded so good, and you're giving the truth, and you're helping people. It's almost like I don't want it to end.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
But we can definitely come back. Just let us know. We can come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead, Christy. You want to end it?
Oh, yeah.
Or you
Well,
want to?
first of all, again, I have to thank Michael Elliott for allowing us to be on this amazing show. Again, he's talking about his audience, how great you guys are. He has some amazing people that tune in. So thank you guys. I want to thank Lamar for providing that information. Again, he's an expert, has some personal testimony, and I want to definitely share how you can reach us. The 702-271-4352. I'm sure Michael shared that as well. But again, we wanted to say thanks for having us. We are definitely available to review policies for free, complimentary, Primerica, to make sure that you guys are adequately covered and you have the awareness, your financial awareness, as you move into the remaining year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all coming on and everything. And definitely we're going to have y'all back to be able to give a full, complete introduction so you can get everything out, and also probably lay some policies out so people can be aware of what they can really get.
Awesome.
So Lamar and Christy, you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you and talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much,
Much
Mike.
love to everyone. Have a great
All
day.
right, hold on.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
As y'all see, finance is so much, and you have to learn how to control your finance. You have to learn how to put your money in the right places so that it can grow.
You can't call me an expert because I'm not.
I think the expert was in the context of a conversation. So if I was saying you were, yeah.